All right, it's time now for our Good Hands plays presented by Allstate, and we want to focus our attention on Andrew Body, quarterback, Alabama State, who definitely put on a lot of good plays this season. Body, a redshirt junior, passed for over 1,700 yards and 20 touchdowns while throwing just one interception. He also rushed for 518 yards and added 4 more touchdowns on the ground. Body didn't just put up big numbers. He was efficient while doing it. He completed over 70% of his passes this season while posting a 203.6 QBR. He did all of this while having his season cut short due to a shoulder injury suffered against Prairie View A&M. Body's outstanding season earned him several honors, including first team All-SWAC, SWAC Offensive Player of the Year, and being named to the HBCU All-American team. So congratulations to Andrew Body on the great season that he had at Alabama State. He was just one of many great players who stood out this entire season. So let's take a look at the all-conference teams from the MEAC and the SWAC. So here's a look at your All-MEAC team. As you can see, Walker Harris kind of leads it at the top as a quarterback. And then on the defense, you see Michael Lund's a second over there. So, Jay, what stands out to you immediately about this list?
Well, I mean, right away, I think that North Carolina Central was shown a lot of love. And this is the team that came in not first, not second, but third place in the conference. So they've got a lot of representation on this list. But, you know, everybody likes offense, and Jared Washington was the Defensive Player of the Year in the MEAC. But I think you have to start with Michael Lund's the second up front. I mean, the year that he had over 18 and a half tackles for loss, 9.5 sacks on the season. He's a dominant player that's very disruptive, and he's the key reason that South Carolina State is here in the Cricket Celebration Bowl.
Yeah, Tiff, it was an easy choice to have him over there, but now the hard question comes to you. Did the voters miss anything on this list?
I don't know that they missed anything, but I have to echo what Jay said. I mean, you have, 10 first-team all-conference selections for North Carolina Central, and then nearly equal that number for the 2 teams that actually played for the MEAC championship in Delaware State and South Carolina State. So for me, that was a bit of a head scratcher as well. But I have to shout out and give love to the 2 running backs for Delaware State. I thought they did a great job. They were a 1-2 punch of James Jones and Marquise Gillis. I mean, again, because Delaware State just surprised all of us this season. Shout out to that rushing attack, which led the nation.
Nice when you have more than one guy in the backfield that can hurt a defense and just give you a little bit of a change of pace frequently throughout a game. Now, let's take a look at the All-SWAC team right now. And as you see at the top of the list, we just brought him up, Andrew Body from Alabama State. And then on defense, we know that Jackson State defensive front was dangerous. Quincy Ivory kind of headlines that over there. So, Tiff, coming right back to you, what stands out to you about this All-SWAC team?
Well, Quincy Ivory, I was excited to watch him ever since we talked to the coaches earlier in the season because they felt like he was a dude. He came over after being at the University of Florida, didn't necessarily play a lot, but they felt like he could make an impact, and he absolutely did. He was just a fun guy to watch. Really, that Jackson State defense was fun to watch as they flew all over the field. And then I also have to give shout out props to Andrew Body. I mean, he was the most electrifying player in Black college football this season. He was absolutely outstanding. And if not slowed for that shoulder injury, we may be seeing, more of Andrew Body. And I hope we do. But he had a terrific season, and he made the team go on what was already an outstanding Hornet football team.
Jay, do you think the voters got it right?
Yes and no. I mean, obviously, Andrew Body's special, as Tiffany just talked about, one of the most dynamic players in all of FCS or college football alone. He'll be a hot commodity during the offseason. But I do have to say this. Prairie View's a team that took the conference by storm a little bit. But there's another team that went under the radars that had a very successful season, and that's Grambling State University. The G-men were under the radar, and they run the football like crazy. The head coach, Mickey Josephs, had them trending in the right direction. They controlled the line of scrimmage, and I don't see any offensive lineman from Grambling on there. If Grambling can do anything this season, they could run the football. Just ask Jackson State. That's why Jackson State took a regular season loss to them. So I thought the G-men And let's not forget, I mean, Grambling is America's HBCU when it comes to football. Grambling getting shortchanged like that, what's up with that?
Yeah, on the defensive side, they got 3 separate players, but I completely hear what you're saying. But regardless, we say congratulations to everybody that was able to make the MEAC and the SWAC team this year. And we can't wait to see who else is going to be on that list next year, because every single year it just gets better and better, and we love the talent that we see in Black college football.